Hey everybody, this is Gloria Norwood, owner of Sophisticated Spot Shop on Etsy.com, owner of Glorious Unsolved Mysteries Oracle Deck, Volume 1 through 40, owner of Glorious Astrology Tarot, at www.makeplayingcards.com. Excuse me for that, because like I said, I do so many readings and I get a little tongue-tied, so forgive me for that. Like I said, these are my cards if you'd like to order them at www.makeplayingcards.com. These are the astrology deck, and I also have the Unsolved Mysteries deck, volume 1 through 40 on www.makeplayingcards.com. So just go ahead and order it. It's up under my name. And like I said, I love to leave a legacy behind. Thank you, makeplayingcards.com, for making my dream come true. We're going to get started on the Stokes Gothic Oracle deck and see what they have to offer for us today. Like I said, I live my deck, okay? Like I said, bottom of the deck, somebody doing witchcraft. Let's see. Somebody's trying to hide it. Look, went straight to it. Moon manifestation. A dark goddess dressed in an ebony robe and with a horn headdress. Don't she look like Maleficent? Okay, we all seen Maleficent. They be out there, honey. Okay, it says a dark goddess is dressed in an ebony robe and with a horn headdress, stands between a pair of fierce wolves under a cloudy night sky. She summons glowing symbols that relate to the intense blue moon, and behind her, manifestation takes time and will not happen overnight. For you to achieve something, you would need to believe that it can happen, and there will be steps that need to be taken. This card does not suggest that we can simply conjure up the things we wish for in seconds. Rather, it encourages us to believe that they can be accomplished through hard work and determination. If you have drawn this card, then you are being called to manifest something that is important to you. The power of belief can turn a dream into a reality, but if we'll only do half of the job. For example, if you would like to be published, visualize your name on the spine of a book. It's a great way of letting the universe know your intentions. However, your manuscript will not write itself. Let this card inspire you to actively bring your dreams into existence. Okay, so yeah, like I said, you definitely have somebody out there doing witchcraft on you guys. So be careful, collective, because right now it's a sensitive time for sacrifices, and people have been doing rituals, and I've been running into ritualists, or people that want to try to pretend to date you and they're ritualists, or people that want to try to act like they want your number and they're ritualists, or people that want to act like, they're a family member. And when they see you got some income coming in, they want to try to sacrifice you. So be careful out there, because you have people that have been doing magic for years. And even though you're not doing it, they feel like they're so skilled to know, they want, and more than likely if they're doing that, then they know that you're a light worker. They want your spot. You know what I'm saying? So we'll read beyond words. So somebody could possibly be beyond words for somebody's ability to, skyrocket into success. So we'll read beyond words. And it says, give me one moment as I find the paper. It says, beyond words, friendship. A young maiden and a unicorn sits together in silence. The water before them is cool and still. Though nothing is said, they both know what the other is thinking. Their friendship is beyond words, for the understanding one another's perfectly. True friendship is rarer than you might think. A real friend is someone who is willing to join with you in joy, but does not disappear when the going gets tough. Have you ever had a friend who is there to both laugh and cry with you? If you have drawn this card, then you are being reminded of an unbreakable bond, one that can be trusted and relied on, but that also brings much satisfaction. The unicorn and the maiden are from different worlds, but this does not affect their capability. Their connection is based on a soul level rather than an earthly one. In a reading beyond words will remind you that someone is there for you. You may think that you know who this person is, but think again. In some situations, a supportive or kindly friend may not be the first one that comes to mind. Who has really been your rock through both the good? Who has really been your rock through both the good and the bad? All right. So it looked like I said, somebody's doing witchcraft on a light worker. This comes up in all my cards. Come on now. You can clearly see the dark high priestess is doing witchcraft. I mean, she literally out there reading birth charts. You feel me? Conjuring all kind of stuff. And she been watching this twin flame journey for a minute. This person been watching this divine feminine for a minute from a distance. Mad because this person is chosen and they not look at him. See what I say? Medusa even is out here. I don't understand. I want y'all to understand that Medusa is a real person. and she comes out here just as energetically as any other ghost. And I've got to see her, and she is very amazing. But if she is out here, that means she is there doing serpent magic, and they are warning her, or they are warning me, that this is what they're out there doing. And this is what my ex-best friend looked like. This is what serpent magic looks like. You get to play with that magic. And this is what she looked like in the spiritual realm. Remember I told you Crazy Karen? This is what happened when she messes with spell work and try to do spell work and death magic against her best friend that's a divine feminine, that's earth agent. That's sad. I seen her, y'all. I seen her. So this is really messed up, because I seen this is what she looks like. And she was half and half, like remember Moalisa? She was half and half, like half human on one side and half snake on the other. And so, yeah. You don't want to play with that type of magic. That's going to be permanent, baby girl. And especially, it's like when you offer to somebody else, see blood moons, you see somebody's out there doing magic on a blood moon. Let's read blood moon. It says opportunity, a vampire. See, so that means this person is a vampire. I told you there's vampires and they do exist. And they're doing blood moon magic. It says the vampire stands beneath the blood red moon, the color it takes on when fully eclipsed. She holds out a goblet of life, blood, suggesting opportunity and potential. Will you partaking in her offering? When this card arrives in a reading, it suggests an opportunity or opening of some kind. In some cases, it might suggest a romantic proposition, such as tentative relationships is in the cards. In a career-based reading, there may be the possible of a new job or promotion opportunities of all kinds are possible when blood moon is in play. What is important to remember is that an opportunity is just that. While good fortune is contained within the essence of this card, it is only you who can make it happen. Whether you choose to accept the goblet and therefore what the symbolic blood can offer you is up to you. Change and prosperity could be within your grasp if you could reach out and take advantage. And see this is that ritualist shit. This is them private parties and them inviting y'all to come over and drink this. Come on, we gonna feast, we gonna be merry. And then they gonna drink your blood. They vampires. So be careful, people. This is that put your phone in the basket and can't take no picture party. Hell no, I'm out of there. And then let me see. Here go. What's that? Somebody got some inner strength. You know, somebody said, forget that. I'm gonna call upon my spirit and I'm gonna fight this, cause this is too much. And this person has a spirit dragon, you know? God then blessed her with a spirit dragon to try to fight this stuff off. They out there trying to chew on people and do spell work and do serpentine magic and all kind of weird stuff. And it's true. So it says inner strength, courage. A young woman advances with sword in hands. A dragon adorned with golden scales reminiscent of armor stands behind her. Their heads connect and she affectionately strokes the beast's chin. At this moment they are one. This card is a symbol of strength but not brawn. Is this dragon really there, or might we consider that he is simply a representation of what is in the mind and heart of a woman, manifesting her own inner fortitude and tenacity? If you have pulled this card, then you may need to draw on your own resources of inner strength, your own inner dragons. This is not always easy, especially if it is buried away under depth and apprehension. We can attempt to find inner strength when we stand up for something we believe in or face up to our fear. Just receive this card can be a reminder of the strength that lies within you. If you're feeling less than confident or need to confront something head on, this card suggests that you have the courage to take on far more than you believe in. Look, Medusa like, don't leave me out, okay? She do not be playing. It says Medusa justice. Medusa springs out of the shadows, burying her fangs and hissing like the snakes that growls from her head. The venomous sting of her tail rattles behind her as her eyes prey. Just one glance in her direction and her victims will be turned into stone. There is much said about the horrors of Medusa, but we often forget that the woman in the myth was both mortal and beautiful before being transformed into a monster. As the Greek myth goes, Medusa was violated by the sea god Poseidon. Rather than punished for siding from this heinous act, furious at the discretion of her temple, Athena chose the chastity Medusa for breaking her vow of celibacy. In a sense, this card is as much about injustice as justice. It will often arrive when we feel as though we have been treated unfairly. The rage in Medusa's stance suggests a need to right a wrong or invoke fairness of some kind. If you have drawn this card, it could be time for you to seek justice. You may be motivated by anger, but remember that keeping as a level head as possible, then relying the facts of the situation. It's time for you to give your side of the story. As a general card, Medusa is a good omen, especially when connected to a legal situation or times when the truth needs to be confronted. Amen, girl. So she's showing y'all what happened to her. Very beautiful woman, but she has spiteful, jealous people in her life. You know? And then it says, only love remains. Give me one moment as I look for the page. And it says, only love remains memories. A woman stands before an archway, touched by an ivory palette. Her lace wings her hair, and the ivies behind her are drained of color. Only the rose which she holds up in prayer is red with life and vibrancy. The woman in this card is at one with her memories. She breathes them in and they give her life. Anybody who has lost a loved one or feels that their best times have passed will be able to relate to this. It might feel like only their memories and love remain. If you have drawn this card, it means that the past is of some significance to this question. While you may feel as though your life is now colorless without something or someone you held dear, this may not be wholly true. This card is a reminder of the good times and a chance to reminisce, but also remind us of the dangers that living in the past could bring. There's always more to achieve and enjoy. As a card of times gone by, only love remains will simply alert you to the past. In some readings, a solution could be found in a previous life lesson, or in some instances, someone from your past can make a reappearance. Look, somebody doing some dark magic. It says, await the night. You know I'm a reader when I get done, girl. You know I gotta get the juicy tea, so it looks like it's like 3 or 4 practitioners out here practicing against this one person. That's sad. It looks like more than that, possibly, but you know they don't have that many cards in the deck. As you forget, you got the new generation of witches, as well as the old generation, so that's even worse. It says, await the night, freedom. A vampire sits upon her coffin. See, I told you there's vampires out there. I wouldn't lie to you. The vampire sits upon her coffin, refreshed from her slumber. She is awake and ready. Bats surround her as moonlight begins to pour into the castle. While vampires cannot exist in sunlight, they are known to wake and hunt under the light of the moon. The night, therefore, is a symbol of freedom for them. Since the vampire cannot live amongst the rays of the daylight and are confined to their coffins until sundown, true freedom is living of life that allows free choice without constraints. We might think of freedom as being physical, like the vampire in her coffin during daylight hours, but freedom of thought and expression, especially in being our authentic selves, is a privilege not everyone has the luxury of. If you have drawn this card, it can represent both the nature of being controlled and the act of releasing yourself from restriction. Now might be the time to fight for your own freedom, whether that means doing what you wish to do, saying what is on your mind, or cutting ties with those who wish to hush you or keep you under their control. This card asks you to consider how freely you truly are, or within a given situation or relationship. What might you need to say or do to experience true freedom and live an authentic life? Okay, then you have somebody dancing with death. Okay, somebody could be doing death magic out there. Somebody over there dancing with the devil. Okay. Instead of a young woman, radiant and full of life, takes a dance step with the Dark Lord himself. With his skeletal fingers tenders holding her waist and brushing her shoulder, he sensitively looks down at her red hair, adorned with a white flower. This relationship is reminiscent of the marriage between Hades and Persephone of Greek mythology. Spending parts of the year on earth with her mother, Demeter, Persephone would descend into the underworld with her husband during the time we recognize as winter. While there, all of the nature would shrivel and die until she returned to her mother in the spring. Dance with death can at times arrive as a warning. Are you taking risks that could become hazardous, or is a choice you're making precarious or even dangerous? This card urges you to consider what the outcome might be, and if you are risking more than you might gain from a certain decision. To dance with death is a potential make is to potentially make a sacrifice. When it's at most favorable, this card could be suggested that a small risk is worth taking. While you would be advised to not endanger either your health or security, there will be times when taking a chance can pay off or gamble could reap rewards. Then you have the lifeblood. So you know I gotta give you my story at the end, but I give you the true meaning of the cards. But I'll let you know how I'm feeling, okay? Because we all readers, we all can get these cards, but you don't want to feel what the readers feel, you know? And then you have lifeblood endings. A mysterious woman dressed in a white coat holds the sky, and she contemplates the red rose in her hand. Skulls and skeletons can be seen swirling behind her in the shape of luminescence, suggesting that with every ending comes a new beginning. The Reaper is usually dressed in black and tends to be a foreboding character. Excuse me. This one with the silver hair has youthful appearance, reminding us that not all endings need to be tragic or unwelcome. Toxic relationships or period of hardships have a shelf life too. If you're drawn this card, then the lifeblood may be drawn from a situation. There will always be times when endings are sad or unexpected. But this card is also the need to consciously cut away those things or people that are unhealthy or have outstayed their welcome. In this sense, lifeblood can be a positive card, encouraging acute awareness and discernment. Knowing when something is over, however challenging that might be, can be an asset in both your personal and professional life. An ending may be upon you, and knowing that it is either necessary or unavoidable is part of this card's message. The Reaper is not a figure to fear, but to respect and in some cases appreciate. Then you have Moonstone. Let's see. It says a dragon and her passenger descends from the moon in her mistress' left hand, and is glowing moonstone in her right, and staff. A moonstone is a creamy colored crystal tinted with a yellow, known for its feminine qualities, such as intuition, passivity, and the enhancing of psychic abilities. It is also associated with healing. If this card has glided into your direction, then healing may be either available or necessary. We do not always realize when it is needed, but this card could be advised you to think about those areas of your life that are causing pain. This distress could be recent or may concern older experiences that could have been avoided thus far. Making the decision to heal is not one who should take lightly. It is something that requires participation, courage, and commitment. While some of us might enlist the help of a professional such as a counselor or doctor, just becoming aware of our wounds and how they still affect us can be the first step towards recovery and healing. What is still causing your distress? How might you begin to release yourself from these memories or emotions in a healthy way? So yes, most definitely. So we definitely have somebody out here doing spell work against the divine feminine, most definitely. I already told you Medusa came down here to see me, baby. And she was telling me about the blood moon and the vampires and the sacrifices and the little secret society parties. She like, shit, alright, I'm going to go out here and handle it for you. You feel me? Because I see you're just by yourself, by your little lonesome, a little divine feminine that's by herself, that they didn't already knock you. So now I gotta come over in the spiritual realm because I don't have the powers that she got. So she's over here helping me because she see this little heifer over here jumping in and out, playing games. Then she come on. She said, "Okay, you want to keep playing with her? We gonna make you think you over there with somebody else." And we're going to reveal the back, and it's going to be what? The Grim Reaper. You're going to be dancing with the devil. It's going to be the scythe lady. Low-key, she's going to be cutting your head off. It's going to be probably Kale, hiding, doing the divine mother. She loves doing that hiding. And coming and cutting your head off. Because you messing with the divine feminine. She's like, it's either that or I'm going to come and scare you. Medusa don't be playing. I'm pretty sure I've seen her. So, and the only way you can see her and still survive, that's impossible. Unless you would. Didn't I say this is afterlife tarot? Oh, okay. we gonna get that popping and leave that there because a lot of people don't understand the afterlife because they didn't get the spiritual gifts, so they end up being like this instead of like this. So we'll leave that message here, and we already know they've been out for us for a minute, so it looks like they got other warriors out here, you know what I'm saying, coming through in the spiritual realm fighting this battle, because like I said, this battle is old, and it look like I said, these new age witches, y'all don't want nothing with these old age witches, y'all ain't ready. these they ancient, should take all of y'all out, every last one of y'all. that's the power of Medusa. So I suggest y'all stop playing with this magic against the divine feminine. Trying to drink somebody's blood. So like I said, you be careful out there, collective, because you have people that actually practice morning, noon, and night. And they do practice together, and they will pretend like they don't. So just be careful, because spell work can be in anything, your food, your drink, the items that you share, the items that you consume, the items that they try to give you as a gift. So just be careful. May God bless and have a great day.